Alright, this is a different part, but I'm recording at the same time. So, what does that mean? It means nothing. Anyways, I chose Yukari against Yukiko. Felt like it was not an odd matchup, but whatever. I don't know, Yukiko sometimes has a problem as a shadow. She was the most random one I found. I don't know. We both summoned our personas at the same time. Whatever. I'm not having too much trouble against her. Alright. How about we grab her? And then just do random stuff, I guess. Alright, she's not that difficult. Other than the fact that, I don't know. I broke her persona. Alright, that killed her. That was easy. Do they? I've never heard that before. I guess you need to, you know, improve yourself still. You're still not human. I don't know what I'm saying there. Oh, no scary scream this time! It's too bad. We don't even give the fallen shadow a second glance and we rush to where Mitsuru-san is hanging on the cross. Good! That's what you should be doing this entire time. You should just be doing what you want to do, instead of describing. The sturdy locks give us some trouble, but we finally manage to get Mitsuru-san down and the atmosphere among us becomes more cheerful. Though Mitsuru-san was quite disabled, she quickly regains consciousness.
Labrys. Everyone.
Mitsuru-san looks relieved for a moment after seeing our faces, but she seems to have quickly reached an understanding. Her expression quickly turns meek as she apologizes to us.
I'm sorry. My judgment was flawed. I'm responsible for all of this.
Jeez, there you go again with that stuff. Still, I'm really glad you're okay.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, Fuka's safe too. She's headed this way from somewhere else right now, though.
I see you managed to find Yukari-san, Junpei-san.
Hey, Ken? Man, you've grown. I mean, of course I did. It's all going according to plan.
But I heard that you fell asleep on your train and ended up here by accident.
You never change, do you?
It seems that the auxiliary staff, like Yukari-san, haven't seen Mitsuru and Akiko-san in a while, so they have sentimental expressions as they greet each other. The stiff look on Mitsuru-san's face slowly begins to melt away. I was worried about Yuken and his friends after they were hurt, but they seem to be recovering as well. I'm so glad. Yuken and the others approach me.
Labrys! I'm so glad you came. I thought we were done for.
I thought you turned into your shadow for a moment back there. What was that all about?
I don't know, but I guess my shadow's been within me all this time, watching everything I've seen.
2 memory banks. Didn't you listen? You have 2 memory banks.
And I think she's changing, too, even if only little by little. And it was all of you who brought me back.
You really did help us. Thank you.
Petty. As I'm conversing with everyone from Inaba, I hear some distinctive footsteps. Look towards them and see 2 shapes running in from beyond the fog. It's Fuka-san and Teddy. It'll be reassuring to have Fuka-san with us since she's great at supporting us with new information. But Teddy will help us too, saying things like how he's my knight. I can't help but smile when I hear their voices calling to me.
Labi-chan! Thank goodness! I was so worried about you!
Labrys, you came to save us, right? Thank you. Whoa, he really is a talking costume. You're not General Teddy, right?
Of course I'm not! Look at my fur! It's completely different! It's 100% genuine teddy fur!
Koromaru-san says that his is 100% genuine dog fur.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a dog.
Hey, what kind of fur is your coat made of, Mitsuru-san?
This? Kikuno bought this coat, so... No, let us save the discussion of fur for later.
Mitsuru-san walks towards Yuken and his friends. Seeing the leaders of the Shadow Operatives and the investigation team together like this make me proud. But we're missing our other dear leader from this group. We can't forget Mr. whatever his name is. I don't know why I keep bringing him up. But it's like, you know, he's just in the background of everything. But Yu's the all-outstanding leader. These 2 people saved me and gave me a place to belong. I want to fight for these people, and that will help me get stronger. Having friends and comrades is truly wonderful. That's what I think.
Narukami, I must thank you. It seems we're once again indebted to you.
No, I have to apologize for breaking my promise to you. Your people have helped us out too.
That's fine. You helped me remember something important.
We did?
That's right. Trying to keep danger and death at a distance only results in putting life at a remove as well. I knew this when I established the Shadow Operatives, but it seems that I became too focused on thinking only about the present.
Mitsuru-san.
Allow me to ask for your help now, Narukami. I'd like you and your friends to cooperate with us. We need your assistance to solve this case.
Do I really need to answer that? Of course we'll protect Inaba.
Yuka looks straight into Mitsuru-san's eyes and he answers. Seeing his sincere resolve, Mitsuru-san nods cheerfully. Yuka's friends are all smiling too, as if they're agreeing to gladly take on anything that comes their way.
By the way, why don't we all compare what we know about the situation?
Oh, you're on the ball, Ken. I was just about to suggest that myself. Yep.
Yeah, right. You're just trying to claim his idea. Seriously, how lame do you have to be to try and steal credit from someone so much younger?
We each describe what we've experienced up to this point. Once we have a grasp of that, the topic of our conversation obviously shifted to Sho Minazuki.
Who in the world is that Sho kid? Didn't he say something about Akutsuki being his dad?
That young man stated that he was the mastermind behind the recent events here in Inaba. He also said that he is Shuji Akutsuki's son. But the file I was given by Kikuno-san clearly said Akutsuki had no family.
Well, presumably he had a life before he was the chairman of Gekkoukan High. Couldn't he have had a child during that time?
No, Ikutsuki had no family, let alone a child. The only things on his mind were his experiments and the fall.
He technically had a family unless he just appeared out of the mist himself. We assume he had parents of some sort. Maybe he was abandoned. He was abandoned and then Sho was somehow, whatever.
Yeesh, so he was a mad scientist? Oh, don't tell me he was doing human experiments too.
Yes, he gathered orphans from different areas and performed inhumane research on them to try to artificially induce their personas.
Whoa, seriously? That's messed up.
Even after Ergo Research was disbanded, it seems Ikutsuki stole the research data and continued performing such experiments personally. One of those test subjects was named Sho Minazuki. The records state that he was the youngest of the test subjects.
An orphan, huh? Did Akutsuki adopt him?
No, Sho Minazuki was nothing more than a favorite subject to Ikutsuki.
Test subject? But he's a person. How could he do such a horrible thing?
Yeah, most medicines come from test subjects, so there's that.
The Kirijo group of the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance. It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
So that's why he said Akutsuki was his dad. And he told bad jokes like Akutsuki too. Hey, that reminds me. In the middle there, he suddenly seemed like a different person. What was that all about?
We'd all noticed that. It was so sudden how his personality just switched. That red-haired boy could have split personalities. But the presence that I felt was bothering me a bit.
Mitsuru-san, when he reintroduced himself as Minazuki, I sensed some kind of resonation with my plume of dusk. What could that mean?
There is no information on that. The same goes for the power he had when his eyes turned red. Perhaps they are a result of Ikutsuki's experimentation. The entirety of the report has not been deciphered, but Ikutsuki's data does mention Minazuki's name and the Plume of Dusk. Kikuno's decoding it now.
Oh, I have it too. Kikuno-san entrusted me with it because it was an emergency.
Ah, that's fine. Either way, I was intending to share it with all of you once the report had been completely deciphered.
Shuji Akutsuki, the man who performed a countless number of inhumane experiments at the former Ergo Research, who used Mitsuru-san and the others even while serving as the chairman of Gekkoukan High School, and schemed to destroy the world. Oh, he was I forgot completely about what his role was. He was the chairman of the school? Oh yeah, I call him chairman. Yeah, I just thought he was just called himself chairman. I guess I forgot what he actually did. What does the chairman do of the school anyway? I don't know. Politics, probably. I can easily imagine how many victims his experiments may have created. I myself am a result of a similar process, after all. So, Shokin is another one of those victims.
Hey, when he got all cold and called himself Minazuki, he said that he wasn't after revenge for Ikutsuki, right?
Correct. Based on what he said, it seems this Minazuki set this situation in motion to grant the hot-headed boy his wish for immense solitude.
And then he was talking about persona fragments.
That's right. He said that he covered the town in this red fog and was carving our personas by making us fight in it. The sense of fatigue we felt when we were on those crosses is most likely part of that same plan. Looks like we completely fell for it.
But he said that he'd gathered enough fragments of our personas, didn't he?
Yes, he's most likely completed that step of the plan.
What was that part about awakening something? I mean, I can guess that it's going to be pretty dangerous, but what's he trying to call down?
I know nothing about that, but if it's similar to what we encountered at Tartarus, it's nothing welcome.
Persona fragments, huh? What in the world is he planning on using them for?
This is all part of what he wants. We fall silent, full of impatience and uncertainty. On top of all that, the second personality gave us a word of caution as he was leaving. We need to make sure that everybody's safe as quickly as possible.
Oh, that reminds me. Yukiko and the others.
That's right! That Minazuki guy said that Yuki-chan and the people with her are in danger.
Naoto-san and Kanji-san said that they were going to Junes. According to Junpei-san, supposedly Yukiko-san and Rise-san were at the same location.
Huh? Oh, right. But those two said they were gonna go look for Kanji and the others, so I don't think they're still there. They could miss each other.
Yes, I'm concerned about them as well. Let's split into two teams. One heads to the top of the tower, while the other searches for Narukami's friends. Yamagishi, perform a search and try to locate them as best you can.
Understood. I don't know how well it'll go, but I'll try searching for everyone.
We're counting on you.
Persona.
Fukusan closes her eyes and concentrates, summoning her persona to search for the surrounding area. Then again, the red fog seems to be able to block the search abilities a little bit, like making Tay sneeze when he tried to use his keen nose, so there's no knowing how well this will go.
There's so much interference. The fog might be getting thicker. Oh! I have 2 readings near Junes. That may be Kanji-kun and Naoto-kun. They seem to be moving towards Junes. And I found another 2 readings in town on the move together. Do you think that's Yukiko and Rise? Oh, I'm so worried. Oh, what the?
The entire room shudders immensely, and the building creaks. The one calling himself Minazuki is undoubtedly close to accomplishing his goals. Whatever it is, there isn't much time left for us.
We must hurry. Yukari, Iori, Amada, and Koromaru, you're the least wounded. You pursue Minazuki.
Right.
I will go with Akihiko and Aigis to rescue Narukami's friends.
Understood.
Yamagishi, you remain here and back us up. Narukami's group, you're all too exhausted. I ask that you remain here and regain your strength.
I'll do everything I can to assist you.
Whoa, seriously? Will...
No, we should stay here. Fukusan needs someone to protect her as well.
Hey, what about me? I'm perfect!
Mitsuru-san, Teddy's got a great nose, so I think he'll at least be of some use. Please let him help you find our friends.
Some use? How rude! I'm totally useful. My babe Dar is up and running.
I see. That's promising. Well then, you can assist us, Teddy.
Mitsuru-san, the school and this town have both turned into labyrinths. It would be unproductive for us to search the town all in one group.
Yeah, Aigis is right. If we're all caught together again, things will get worse. Let's split into 2 teams to search faster.
All right, I can provide some guidance as well. Aigis and Teddy, you partner up. Akihiko and I will go together. Once you meet with Narukami's friends, head for Junes. We'll regroup there and secure the area.
Woo! I get to be alone with Ai-chan? Their bodies were artificial, but their love was real. Okay, I'm in.
I can tell that Mitsuru-san's leadership and quick decision-making have given everyone's morale a boost. Of course, her strength stems from her deep care for her friends and comrades. All our anxiety and patience disappears, as if it had never existed, and we're filled with renewed determination. We all wish to protect this world. Mitsuru-san approaches me.
Lapras, I should ask you this now. What do you think about that young man, Sho Minazuki?
Well, I know we can't let him destroy the world and all, but I think he's the same as me. I want to see him one more time and try to talk to him. Just like you all saved me, I want to save Sho.
Ever since I was born, I was always alone, knowing nothing of love, trust, or interpersonal bonds. I was taught only how to fight, and I never considered the possibility of befriending anyone. That young man Shomi Nazuki is exactly how I once was. That's right. If that's the case, I should be able to save Shokin the same way I was saved.
Very well. I want you to pursue Minazuki as well. I'm counting on you, Lapis.
Okay.
With each of us given a duty to perform, we promise to reunite once the case has been solved and rush from the room. The occasional troubles causing the villain to rumble ominously are becoming more and more frequent, as if giving us an audible countdown to the end of the world. This should be a to-be continued, because now this is going to split up. I'll see how it works. So it's going to be at least 3 groups then. Well, that's a large cast there. Why we're here. Okay, before everyone breaks up, we get another one. Then we get 2 here. It's probably going to be... Okay, and then this will split up too. So, yeah. Then this one's the longest. So this is going to be Labrys's story, I guess. Hey, I'm getting to the end almost at this rate. So this is going to be the shortest one. This will probably be finding the people at Junes. This will be finding Yukiko and Rise, probably. That's how I say it. Alright, why they're here. Why they're there, that is. I don't know. I felt like interjecting random stuff. After seeing my companions off, I concentrate on finding everyone's locations. I have been entrusted with the task of providing support to everyone else. The ability to disseminate information among them all will be the key in navigating through this twisted labyrinth. Since I cannot fight directly, I need to help everyone as much as I can with my own abilities.
Are you all okay? I don't sense any enemies nearby, so please concentrate on regaining your strength.
Right. Ow.
Are you okay, Fuka-san? You were only rescued a little while ago. Is it okay for you to use your persona so soon?
Thank you. I'm alright. I'm sorry we dragged you into this.
Chie-san is concerned about me, though I'm sure that she has been badly hurt herself.
Oh, we just screwed up. We're really thankful you guys came.
In any case, let's recover as quickly as possible so we can go after Labrys and the others.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not just Chie-san. When the persona users of Inaba found out that I was being held captive, they all put themselves in danger to find me. It makes me truly happy to be able to fight alongside these people. Without warning, one of the caskets in the room opens with a creak and a tall man steps out of it. Oh, really? He's out of the casket, apparently, now. Blue clothes, silver hair, golden eyes. Who in the world is he? I can sense his power, but I feel no hostility for him. He doesn't seem to be a shadow.
Why are you screaming? We're the ones who freaked out!
Oh, I apologize. I was caught in the moment.
Those clothes. They're very similar to the dresses Margaret and Elizabeth wear.
Ah, so you are acquainted with my sisters. I am their younger brother, Theodore.
Elizabeth? That really strong girl with the book? What's her family doing here?
Well, my sister has given me a task, so I've come to the world outside, but along the way, I sensed the presence of Elizabeth nearby.
And that's how you came out of this coffin? What kind of horror flick did we walk into?
Elizabeth is close by? She's tremendously powerful, but I don't sense her at all.
Oh, she is most likely hiding her presence, so as to not hinder your journey. But I am certain that she will be watching over a battle around here. As evidence of this, please look here. There are potato chip crumbs in the bottom of this coffin, and in her favorite flavor at that.
Well, if anyone was gonna eat potato chips in a coffin, it'd be her.
These guys are putting kind of a damper on the urgency of this situation.
I guess everyone going into the Velvet Room doesn't count at the end of the answer, because you'd think they'd know Elizabeth by now, and the fact that the Velvet Room exists, but hey, what do I know?
I like the local variety with the beef flavor. Oh, I can't get enough.
Can we stop talking about potato chips? Theodore, right? We haven't run into Elizabeth.
Yes, it seems I was just a tad too late. It's all right. There was merely a little something I wished to ask her.
What's that?
This is how Theodore's story goes. While out on an errand, Theodore saw a glimpse of his older sister Elizabeth, and then decided to follow her and eventually reached this tower. What he describes as being out on an errand during a situation like this seems odd, but you can seem to understand and said that this man's sudden appearance makes sense if he really is related to the person he claims to be his sister. It seems that the man in blue is able to move about without being constrained by the rules that we've all been having trouble with. Could that be related to why he feels different from everyone else? Theodore wanders around the room for a bit, but eventually he seems satisfied and comes back to us.
Upon closer inspection, it seems you're all quite wounded. Forgive me for asking so brazenly, but why is it you continue to fight, even when you have been hurt to this extent?
Why?
A little bewildered by the sudden question. What are we fighting this battle for?
Are you asking why we're fighting?
One moment, please.
Theodore raises a hand to stop us, then furrows his brow in thought.
Hearing it from you would be too easy. I see. Could my sister have given me this opportunity to see the outside world, to broaden my horizons?
Are you alright?
Please forgive me. It seems I have a great deal to learn for myself.
I guess he's kind of reached a conclusion.
I'm sorry for causing you trouble. It seems this is a question I must answer on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be taking my leave.
Huh? You mean you're going back?
Yes. This conversation with you has been highly significant. Please, excuse me.
What the hell was that just now?
I've got no idea, but... Wait, what now?
I'd almost forgotten. If you truly are in a great hurry to reach the top of this tower, then please make use of this door here. Well then?
What door? That is a coffin!
That was mysterious.
Theodore asks us why we are fighting. The reason I had such a hard time finding an answer is because I couldn't find a way of putting it into words. I mean, we all have our own reasons for being here. We peek behind the coffin lid that Theodore left through to discover a set of stairs leading up. I thank the man for his brief but helpful appearance and then try to locate the others once again. Good. I can sense everyone's strong wills as they go around the school. It's reinvigorating, and I feel my own spirit lifting. What I need to do right now is nothing but to do my best. You always get interrupted by someone from the Velvet Room. Also, Margaret seems to be the calmest of the three siblings. Elizabeth the most eccentric, and Theodore, well, he's got his own way of doing things. Alright, we got Zero's Anguish and Going Wild. And then we'll have another one here. I assume that'll be the continuation afterwards. So, let's do the short Going Wild. And then we'll do the longer one. And then we'll do the longest one. How about that? Should be able to finish this within the next 3-ish parts, maybe. Unless I have trouble with the boss again.
I'm worried about Yuki-chan and Rise-chan. Hang in there, ladies. I'll come get you in no time.
Still, this hallway has been going on forever. If this continues, we will be unable to make any progress.
My lengthy time bound to the cross resulted in a serious drain of my energy reserves. My condition has deteriorated to the point where even normal maneuvers will be difficult. If we were to face another shadow, I might be at a severe disadvantage. On top of that, the young man named Sho displayed godlike abilities. My sister and the others are in pursuit of the target with the power to freeze everyone present. I can't help but worry about them. I feel my heart sinking as these thoughts arise in my head. Teddy walks along with me, peering into each of the classrooms as we pass them. Perhaps his increased chattiness since we left the others is an attempt to lighten my spirits.
Aww. Just thinking that danger is closing in on those innocent ladies even as we speak is making my fur fall out. I'll be positively bare.
Your fur is falling out. Perhaps it is merely your shedding season.
No. I'm extremely sensitive, and I lose fur when I'm stressed. Just the other day, Kanji lured me into a trap with some ice cream. He then kept nuzzling me over and over, and I ended up with a big old bald spot on my head. It was terrible.
I see. Kanji-san's extreme expression of love puts stress upon your fur. I will add that to my data file on you.
By the way, are you tired at all, Ai-chan? If you do feel a little logy, feel free to snuggle up against me whenever you like.
No, I'm more concerned for the others in town.
Oh, completely ignored. But I'm sure they'll be okay. My friends are really strong, you know.
You trust them, don't you?
Of course! You believe in Michan and the others too, don't you?
Yes, I do. They're all precious to me.
We're the same after all. You're sparkling too.
Sparkling?
I love everyone who's nice to me. And the world where everyone that I love lives in really sparkles. And I want to protect that sparkle and help everyone out.
Teddy's large eyes are guileless and honest when he speaks of his friends. I am an anti-shadow weapon, yet Teddy's presence is similar to those of the shadows that I have been exterminating. Does that have any importance?
Thinking about
Wow, that's
someone
fast.
else strengthens your own powers. We know of that phenomenon.
So why doesn't that Minazuki guy get that? Does he not see the sparkling?
Teddy then declares that it's up to him to become Minazuki's friend. Eventually we come to a door next to a sign reading music room. Teddy sniffs for some time, as the searching the room then ceases loudly.
Achoo! Ugh. We can't get to the exit unless we go through here. By the way, won't you take a little break here? You still seem exhausted, and I'm worried about you.
Teddy looks at me with worry while he suggests that. We should have descended quite a bit by now, but there is still no sign of the exit. There's no time to hesitate. But most of all, I can't let myself become a burden either.
Thank you. You're truly kind.
Of course I am. It's basic bear etiquette.
Teddy puffs out his chest with pride as he puts his hands on the music room door. And we're gonna face...
We're barreling in! Excuse us!
I don't know, I'll say Shadow Naoto. There's nothing of note in the room but a grand piano. I'm about to suggest that we take a short break here, but a warning alerting me of an approaching shadow appears in my vision. This reading. It's close.
Targets acquired. An anti-shadow weapon and a shadow. Commencing elimination.
When I hear that flat mechanical voice, a giant axe instantly appears above us. Really? We're doing this again? In a flash, I realized that we were being ambushed, but my body is too exhausted to move like I wanted to. It's going to hit me! If I take any more severe damage, I'll be destroyed.
Ai-chan!
Labrys Shadow. Just dealt with Labrys Shadow. Teddy shoves me away and I tumble on the floor. The fog and dust stirred up from the impact begin to settle, and I see the giant blade embedded into the floor right where I had been standing. Teddy had been hit by the attack meant for me. Now he's lying motionless on the ground.
Man, you're weak. I was just trying to surprise you.
You're a copy of my sister.
I was ordered to take part in battle with you. But I don't matter anymore. I'm gonna do whatever I want starting now.
Ai-chan, run!
Man, Shadow's my sister. Once I'm done with Igus, I'm gonna grind you down to fertilizer.
Hey, it's flat.
Teddy!
The axe strikes Teddy with a heavy blow, and he slams into the wall before sliding down into a heap. I try to rush to his side, but...
No!
Critical hit! I wasn't careful enough. The strike at Teddy was part of a combo, with the second attack anticipating that I would try to come to his aid. Though I was able to avoid a direct hit, the tip of the axe catches my leg with a dreadful noise. I stand up and prepare to dodge any further attacks, but the hit I just took has been enough to damage my leg. It won't support my weight and I fall to my knees.
My frame's been cracked.
However, my sister smirks confidently as it slowly approaches me. It seems to know that I'm incapable of moving with any agility now. Right then, I noticed that the red pillars have appeared in the corners of the room trapping us. There's no way to escape.
I was trying to hurt you, you know? I knew you were weakened, Igus. It's so easy. Just target the weakest one, and the numbers will drop on their own. These bonds are pretty useful.
I knew I was weakened after all. I realized that I am in severe danger right now. Soon there will be no way to prevent it from claiming Teddy and me as its victims. Up until now, I'd witnessed how my sister's shadow fought, as well as how my sister herself fought when her heart had been disabled. That's why I thought that I had understood how to deal with this fake version of her too. When my sister was in that state, she and her shadow had fought in the same way, using her body's full potential and fueled by an inner drive to destroy. Each attack from them was a threat, but such straightforward opponents are simple to deal with. But this fake is different. She isn't berserk, like a shadow, and she hasn't lost her heart. In other words, she has both cunning and power, and can fight like my sister when she's in her normal state.
In other words, she knows of my special qualities as an upgraded version of her hardware, and can precisely target my weaknesses.
The biggest difference between the 5th generation Labrys and my sister and me is our attack ranges. While my standard weapons are firearms, my sister has no long-range weaponry aside from some of her persona's abilities. Normally I would have an advantage over her, provided that I'm able to keep a distance between us. My damaged leg robs me of my mobility, so I can't do that right now. The fighter able to hit harder will have the upper hand here. Double must have known that and targeted my leg from the start.
I already made a mistake in the limousine, and this will be my second blunder today. If only I had been better able to deal with things.
My regret spills from my mouth as the axe in the shadow's hands races higher and higher. My sister's axe weighs close to a third as much as her body, and she activates boosters to deliver an even more destructive attack. Speed up her swing to truly dangerous rates. A single hit from it could be enough to put me into a helpless state. As if it wasn't bad enough, I can barely stand up as is, and I can't even aim properly.
I yearned for power so that I could protect my comrades, but...
What are you wondering about? You're next, Giygas. Come at me!
I couldn't respond to a sudden ambush. Those close to me have been wounded. I can't save anyone like this!
Now that I'm facing a truly desperate moment, something surges from the depths of my heart. Anger. Anger at myself and my powerlessness. I don't want to use my damage as an excuse for my death. Move, Giygas, move! Behind the rising heat swelling within me, I understand that my battered body is unable to put up a fight. But I cannot lose. I must maintain this power, but keep my emotions under control as I determine the best course of action at the moment. Think, how can I turn the situation around? What can I do to protect my comrades? A thought passes through my mind.
It seems I'll have to make use of that. I should have had maintenance done, like Fuka-san said.
The flow of dust within me flares strongly as if responding to my heart. Right now I will do anything if... Phone. So I picked it up. Anyway, right now I'll do anything if it will give me the power to fight, even if it results in shattering my own self. Please. Give me the power to protect my friends.
Persona, rise up. Beginning frame coding. Stand by, EXO.
Are you still gonna try something? Sounds like you really want to fight that. That's cool with me. Here!
The axe, the big wield slashes towards my face, and I hear the boosters roar. Would jumping over it to evade it be the best? Before I can decide, my body reacts.
It's no use.
I cross my arms and take the brunt of the strike on my forearm. Violent sparks fly up in the collision, and the force of the attack travels throughout my entire body.
What? You saw me just like that? How did you... I'll slice you in half!
My sister's face stays where she is and leans heavily on the axe, pushing it against me. My joints scream as I try to push back, and white smoke streams through the gaps in my armor all over my body. My internal senses repeatedly report that I am operating at my maximum capacity. It's not enough. I need more power.
Oh, my John's shining. What are you doing?
Teddy seems to have been awakened by the violent sounds of our clashing and stammers as he lifts himself off the floor. I'm relieved that he's able to move, but from this point on, everything is a gamble.
Teddy, please stay away. The probability of maintaining self-control in this mode is less than 1%. I'm sorry, but I can't guarantee that you'll be safe around me. It's ready. Releasing all limiters. Extreme Orgia mode.
I'll just add extreme to anything that sounds good. It's just something I made up for plot convenience. Maybe something like this was mentioned. It's not like I'm more super powerful Giygas or anything. I'm just Giygas still. So don't pretend like I'm doing something special. Don't give me false hope. Oh wait, she is shining. I am in Orgia mode, and yet I suck. Whoa, hey, wait, this is some sort of Orgia mode. Don't feel like I'm doing much different. Okay, sure, it is at least different, I guess. She's got some weird attacks in this mode. Where am I? Oh, wow. That was weird. I'm flying. I'm like supersonic or something. Too bad I can't do... I actually don't have much variety in attack here. I find. Oh, come on. Problem is, with Aegis, she's a bit harder to control right now. I feel my moves are extremely slow and predictable, I find. Meaning that I'm having a lot of trouble. She just shields everything I do. You know? I did fail there. And she failed too. I did it. That was odd controlling. But she'll fall apart after this. The massive cooldown she'll need after Extreme Orgia mode.
I am overheating.
It was truly only coincidence that I'm still alive after releasing all the power of my Plume of Dusk. But applying my Persona's materialization sequence to reinforce my body's skeletal system and armor plating allowed me to endure a far stronger load than my components could normally handle. I suppose it truly is Extreme Orgia mode. My sister's daughter, the black man, the valley. Okay. I finally reached Teddy and helped his injured round body sit up.
Teddy, I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Ai-chan, you were so cool. I regret nothing. Please, take care of Yosuke.
Teddy!
The building begins to creak, and the structure growing like a giant, and the entire tower begins to quake as well. Both the creaking and the tremors are getting stronger compared to what we had felt earlier. Sounds like whatever that thing was again was being summoned. In addition, a beastly howling thunders down from above. What is that? Is there a voice? Could it have come from a much higher room, much higher than the room where we rescued Mitsuru-san? Teddy's eyes snap open at this eerie sound.
What was that?
I don't know, but it seems a great power is trying to awaken.
Someone please respond.
Just then, a desperate plea cleared by interference speaks out in my mind. That voice is Rise Kuchikawa's. It's difficult to hear due to the interference, but there's no mistaking it. The communication seems to be coming from quite a distance outside of this building.
Rise-chan, you're okay! Oh, I'm so glad!
Teddy? Teddy, is that you? Where are you right now? Are you hurt?
I'm in the tower that appeared at school. I'm with Ai-chan, so I'm okay. I think.
Ai-chan? You mean Aegis-san? Aegis-san, please listen. There's a ton of red fog swirling around the top of that tower right now.
Where are you, Rise-san? Can you see this place from there?
Senpai and I are in town searching for but we can't get out because there's a horde of shadows.
The message is cut off before we can hear the entire thing. From what it sounds like, Rise and Yukiko appear to be in town together, just as expected. If she said horde and shadows so close together, they must be facing a dangerous situation.
We have to go at once! Rise-chan, we're coming for you! Ow! 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 Ow!
Please wait, Teddy. We've both been damaged quite badly. If we move now, we'll likely be in danger.
Yeah, that's true. But I just can't sit here and wait. Away! My back!
Teddy was surely wounded quite badly, but knowing his friends are in danger, he seems unable to contain himself and attempts to force himself up to his feet. I feel the same way. I must tell everyone about the state of the school that Rise-san mentioned as soon as I can. When I approach the window to find out where we are, I see two figures leaving the school building.
That's Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san.
Thank goodness! They managed to get out before us.
I can understand why you want to hurry, but those two are attempting to rescue the others as well. Let's proceed with caution so that we can meet up with them quickly.
But seriously, I can still move as well. Even though my frame has reached the very limits of its operational tolerances, and my joints creak ominously, the sheer strength of my emotion to save my friends forces my body into action. If Teddy and I feel the same way, I'm sure we can keep moving.
Got it. Oh, ow. Anyway, let's move. I'm getting fired up. Let's do this. Onward!
As they say, yeah!
That was just weird. I can't help but smile at Tay's enthusiasm. We leave the music room and the wreckage left behind from our recent battle and run down the hallway towards the exit. And this will conclude this one. Yep. And so with that, let me make a quick calculation in my head. Let me just think here quickly. This will also eat up some time. Sorry about this. I need to do a quick calculation in my head about this. Yeah, I'm going to say it's good enough. I'm going to keep these Persona parts a bit shorter, I think, because, you know, if I go on too long, I commit myself to it, and then it's like, this one looks long. Yeah, this looks quite long, too, so it won't end quickly. It'll be in the hallway, and then there'll be a battle, and then there'll be story, and then there'll be a battle, and there'll be story, and there'll be a battle. Or something like that. So yeah, I'll end it here, keep it short. I'm going to try and keep these short because it's a lot of exposition to go through. I know people don't really want to watch this anyway, so I'm just going to get through it now, and then it'll end when it ends. Anyways, that's it for this part, and next time we go with this group. So long!